Hey, hello everybody, Santa Claus back again. Friday, September 13th. That's right, Friday the 13th here in the Philippines. They're a very superstitious country. But I don't know about the Friday the 13th thing, but they are superstitious about lots of other things. Many things that are goofy. Really goofy. Anyway, that's kind of what my subject is about today. Before I get into it, let's take a look outside. Pretty nice day. Just a slight breeze today. We just finished a little lunch. Jerry, the caretaker, he was cleaning up behind the house. A lot of stuff back there and doesn't really get cleaned very often. So he's cleaning up things a little bit, make sure there's no snakes and stuff back there. But we're looking pretty good weather-wise. Everything seems to be going okay. Grace and the kids will be coming back tonight after Catherine's school. They probably won't get back till probably dark. But it's okay. Everything's good. No issues. At the moment, no issues. But today I wanted to talk about things that really suck here in the Philippines. If you're planning on moving here, or you're just here already and you know already, I don't have to tell you. But there's lots of things that really suck about living here. And then later on, maybe tomorrow, I'll do a video on things that don't suck, things that are good. But I don't know what outweighs what. I just know that most of the time, Santa Claus is frustrated. He's not in a very good mood usually. I try to stay positive, but there's a lot of things that put me down. Mainly people. Mainly people. People. Anyway, these are in no particular order either. I'm just going to say whatever comes on my mind at the time. Not in any order of significance. But most of the time, the people are very friendly here in the Philippines. Very friendly. They'll invite you over. They'll invite you to sit down and eat, drink. They like to sit around the table and drink their brandy or their gin, doing their shots, sitting around sharing a shot glass. But I really don't partake in that kind of stuff. All the parties are like that. You have to be really careful because sometimes they'll pretend they're drinking and they'll throw it or spit it out just to get you drunk. They want to get you drunk so they can take advantage. Maybe try to get some money from you or some information. See what they can get out of you once they get you drunk. But I don't like I say, I don't partake. And really, I don't even eat the food that's at these parties. Because another negative is they cook all the food real nice and hot, and they put it out nice and hot. And then for some reason, they just let it sit and sit and sit. They don't eat it right away. They go and do other stuff, have their speeches or whatever. And most of the time, they let it get cold. They put them in these hot plates that you can put like sterno or a candle in it or something, keep it warm, but they don't do that. They just let it get cold. And I do not eat cold food, especially that's been sitting a while. These people here do. All the time. Even my wife before I told her don't do it. She used to let food sit out all day long, all day on the table. And then she'd serve it to the kids or herself. And then, later on they go running to the toilet holding their stomach. Oh, I gotta die. Yeah, no kidding. And then I yelled at her. I said, don't feed this to my kids. You want to eat it? Go ahead. Heat it up. You gotta heat it up. Oh, I don't need that. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you do. And she should know better because she lived in the U.S. She worked in a bakery and a big grocery store. They had to go to food handlers courses, just like I did as a bartender. I was a bartender for 25 years. We had to go to food handlers course. At least once a year you had to get your certificate. Knowing how you have to keep a food at certain temperatures or you have to reheat it really, really hot. So, yeah, she should know better. But that's what they do here in the Philippines. So really, I go to parties. I don't eat. Or my wife will make me a plate. I'll take it home and I'll heat it up. I'll put it in the microwave. Most people here don't have microwaves and things like that. We do. Most people don't have ovens. I have a portable little oven. They do everything over the burner, over the gas stove, or if they don't have gas, they cook it over fire, heat, wood fire. A lot of people here do. They can't afford to buy the gas. Gas is expensive. Propane, it's 1,000 pesos, $20 a tank. The tank lasts a long time, but if you cook a lot, it doesn't. So that can add up. It can be expensive. They fry everything here. Another negative: fry. Especially the fish. They fry it till it's dark brown, sometimes black. I don't even know how to eat it, how they get any flavor out of it. Usually they'll put some kind of vinegar or hot sauce on it or something to get flavor out of it. But they destroy it. Even the salmon, I told them, you're not supposed to cook salmon, overcook it. You're not supposed to really fry it. I showed them how to do it with the butter and garlic, just till it's cooked. I don't like it raw either, which is crazy because my wife loves sushi, but she cooks the hell out of the fish. Doesn't make any sense to me either. So that's another negative. What else? Rudeness. Very rude people. Like I said, very friendly, but rude. Rudeness all the time. You could be standing in line, just standing in line waiting for something, anything. Just pick something you're waiting in line for. They'll butt right in front of you, especially the older people that think they're, think they have a right to because they're senior citizens. Just a butt right in front of you. I just stare at them. Oh, you don't see me standing here? Am I invisible? Just butt right in front of you, thinking they should go first, thinking they don't have to wait like everybody else. Oh, what am I doing? You don't think I'm waiting, standing here? I guess not, since you just butted in front. Really rude. And driving's the worst. Nobody will let you in unless you're halfway in the middle of the street and they have to stop because they can't go around you. That's the only way to be aggressive. You have to drive super aggressive here before anybody will let you in. Traffic. There's no traffic lights here, folks. Most places do not have any. You go to a big city, you'll probably see some in the major intersections. You'll probably see some traffic lights and some police, traffic enforcers, especially in like Manila. They'll pull you over, they'll wave you over, most of the time just to get extra money, because they'll threaten to take your license unless you hand them some money, and they'll let you go. Anyway, very rude, especially driving. You have to be defensive all the time, but you have to be aggressive also, or you'll never get anywhere. And if there is an accident, most of the time everybody pays for their own damages. Or if you're the white guy, you'll be the one to pay, especially if the cops come. They'll blame you because you're the white guy. Uh, but really, in these small areas, these small towns, there's no police. There's no police anywhere. Everybody makes their own rules. Everybody speeds. Everybody does whatever they want on the road, whatever they want. They'll cut right in front of you. Doesn't matter if it's a car, a motorcycle, a tricycle. There's no rules. Um, People driving at night with no lights. None at all. Just driving in the dark. They'll have their kids in there. They'll have their babies in there. And pitch black with no lights. And then they'll wonder why there's an accident. Just crazy people. Lots of negatives here. Um, those are the main things. There's other little things like lack of good Wi-Fi, internet, TV. Unless you're in a place that you can get fiber, they run a line. They keep saying this area is going to get it. They put up signs and everything saying sign up for fiber. But I think they stopped doing it because not enough people were interested or couldn't afford it. So I don't see them ever putting any fiber in. Now, if you live closer to town, like where the market is, I think it is available there. But the lines have not come down this way yet. Maybe when the road's finished, maybe. But really, the Wi-Fi's crap. I have two different Wi-Fis. They're pay-as-you-go. I talked about it a little bit about it yesterday with the loads. You got to load everything, which is a load of crap. But that's the way you have to do things. Until fiber's available, then maybe things will change. I cannot do anything streaming here because Wi-Fi's not strong enough to stream like Netflix or anything here. And if I use my data, it goes quick. It goes fast if you do a movie or something like that. And who wants to watch a movie on your cell phone? I sure don't. So we just have satellite here. It's fairly expensive. I pay $1,000 a month. That's $20 a month. And I get some pretty good channels. The best channel is the sports channel because I can get most of the U.S. football games and the UFC fights. I get all that for free. So that's good. That one channel, it's called Premier Sports. Very good. But really, the movie channels aren't very good. They're all old movies they show that I've seen 100 times. The only thing I really watch is history or Discovery or something like that. Animal Network, animal stuff. That's the only stuff I really watch because there's a lot of Tagalog stuff I won't watch. I'm not interested in. So really, that sucks too. Storms, of course, typhoons. Philippines gets average of like 25 typhoons a year. So anybody says they haven't experienced any storms, I don't believe them. No matter where you live, you're going to get it eventually. If you've been here, 5, 10, 15 years, you've experienced some storms. Wherever in the Philippines you are, the storms hit everywhere. They don't hit just one place. They hit north, they hit south, they hit east, they hit west. Depends if you're lucky or not. Some places get hit more often than others, like Baguio and stuff north. They get hit quite often. That's why they have a lot of landslides, mudslides, because they're way up in the mountains. But we get enough here. We've been pretty lucky here. We've only had 2 that really destroyed everything here. But we do get some, even if it's not a typhoon, we get other things like tropical storms that are sometimes even worse. And monsoon that destroyed my, did that erosion, and we had flooding from that. But really, for the most part, we're pretty lucky in this area because the mountains, they hold back a lot of the storms. They hold back a lot unless it comes the other direction. So that's another thing that sucks. But, it is a tropical country. So for the most part, the weather's good. So that'll be in my positive video. The weather is good for the most part. What other negatives? Schools, unless you send your kids to a private school, most of the schools here really suck. That's why that's why our kids are in Cabanatuan now, going to school in Cabanatuan. Schools are much better. But if you live in these small provinces, don't expect your kids to get a real good education in these small provinces. You're dealing with maybe teachers that can't get a better job somewhere else, or they just get whatever teachers they can get because they're hurting for teachers. Classes are usually really, really overcrowded because there's so many kids. Even in a province like this, we have 2 schools right in this area, and they're both packed, overcrowded. Teachers cannot handle these overcrowded classrooms. They just can't. They just can't handle it. They're just overrun. The kids go crazy. They're running around. They're screaming. They won't sit in their seats. I've experienced it when Catherine was going to school here. Grade 1. Ridiculous people. Not well run. The principals are pretty much worthless. We had one good principal when I first got here. She was really good about listening to you, hearing your problems. But of course, the good ones, they get better jobs somewhere else. So they replaced her with one that was totally worthless. Did nothing. Worthless. What else? Things are expensive here. Little things, even little things. There are some things that are a bargain. That'll be in my positives. Like labor. Labor's cheap. But all your supplies are really more expensive than most places. And stuff like cars and motorcycles can figure double. Figure you're going to pay double, people. I looked at a 500cc motorcycle. They want $8,000 for it. 400,000 pesos. Or you can get the same motorcycle in the U.S. for half. You can get it for $4,000, maybe $3,000 in the U.S. for a little small cc bike. They call them big bikes here, 500cc. You call it a big bike because everybody rides 125s, 150s. Here, that's all they have. That's all they ride because they're very cheap, very economical to ride, good gas. They can finance them here. They can finance everything. They want you to finance here. That's another negative. A lot of places won't even sell you a bike, motorcycle, car for cash. They don't want to do it because they want to finance you. They want to make the money on the back end. So some places, I went to one place that had repo motorcycles, and they weren't any cheaper. And you don't know the history of them. And you have to finance. They won't even take cash. Oh no, we don't take cash. You have to finance it. Are you crazy? I don't finance nothing. You pay twice as much for something financing it, people. But most kids, most Filipinos, most people finance everything because they don't have the cash. They don't have the 50,000 pesos, 80,000 pesos up front to buy a motorcycle. So they have to make payments. So by the time they're finished their payments in 3 years, they're paying double for the 125. It's crazy. And then they put these loud mufflers, another negative, loud mufflers, noise. these kids putting loud mufflers, especially in Komodo on here, it's not as bad. And constant videoke, karaoke, constant, all the time. Your neighbors. They have laws here where you're supposed to cut it off at 10 o'clock, some places 9 o'clock. You're not supposed to have any loud music after that. But a lot of places do not enforce it. And then these people, they have these tricycles with these giant speakers on, and they'll drive back and forth like, oh, like I want to hear your crappy music that you're blaring out your tricycle speakers. It's just unbelievable. And then you have the normal noise, like dogs barking and cock-a-doodle-doo, roosters, stuff like that. Not all the time and not everywhere, but in most small provinces and even some bigger places, you're going to hear it. People have those things as pets, so you're going to hear it wherever you go, probably, unless you're in a big city. Then they probably don't have any cock-a-doodle-doo. And then the dog situation, the animal situation is terrible. Strays, there's no programs to spay and neuter here. Nobody does it. So the dogs are just everywhere in the streets, lying in the streets, pooping on the beach, pooping on your lawn, like you saw in my video yesterday. You get that here all the time. There's so many strays. You don't know how many times I've been to the barangay to complain. They won't do nothing about it. I've only seen one time since I've lived here. They've come out and with dog catchers, and they've warned the pet owners here to keep their dogs tied. One time since I've been here in like 5 years. They don't do nothing about it. Nothing. They just poop anywhere they want. They lay anywhere they want. They lay in the middle of the road. You can't even drive your car, the buses, or anything. You have to beep your horn and they might move. It's just surprising. Not more get killed. But there's no control. No control pets for the pets population here. They just keep breeding. They just keep having more kittens and puppies. Wherever you go, breeding, more and more and more. It's unbelievable, folks. It's crazy. Everything is overfished here. Another negative. People always with nets, fishing lines. Every fish market you go to, they have these little baby crabs. Baby this, baby that, because they take everything. I try to tell them, why are you taking these little baby crabs? These, how you think you're going to replenish the oceans if you take the babies, if you take the females? How do you think you're going to... Oh, they don't have an answer. They don't care. They're just trying to sell the stuff. They don't care what they take. I don't even know if there's stuff that's endangered here that they're taking. But really, there's no wildlife here. There's no, like, squirrels or raccoons or anything like that here. The only thing you see is frogs, tadpoles, and some birds. Bats. You see bats. But they kill everything here. Anything that they think they can eat, they will kill. They will kill it. They'll shoot the tops of trees with slingshots or air guns and kill these little birds and eat the birds and take their eggs. They do it late at night with lights. They've done it behind my house and I've yelled at them. I said, don't do it there. Don't kill the birds. But they don't care. They don't listen to me. They'll do it when I'm not around. They'll do it after I go to bed. They really don't care. They kill everything, man. They eat everything. I realize you're hungry. You got to get food. But, you can't just kill everything. The only thing I see around here is like pigeons, some birds. Once in a while you'll see a big bird, a crow. But like I say, never see any ground creatures or tree-dwelling creatures. Snakes, yeah, you see snakes once in a while, but pretty crazy people, especially in these provinces. I'm sure if you go way up in a mountain where not many people live, you'll see more. Lots of insects here, lots of things that can sting you, harm you. Uh, Probably lots of venomous spiders and stuff. But as far as real animals, I don't see much. So really, what else? I can't think of a lot more. That covers most of it. Just beware. People are friendly but rude. And I don't know. I don't know if there's more negatives than positives. But lately, I've been experiencing a lot of negatives. People that just care about money, as I've mentioned many times before. They'll try to borrow money. They'll try to get money from you and say you'll get it back. Uh, Money's a big thing, you know. Of course, money makes everything the world go around. Money, everybody needs money, but a lot of dishonest people here. A lot of dishonest that just want to take you for what you have, what they can get from you. And oh, I forgot one thing. Some people call it white tax. I call it skin tax. Yeah, that's a big thing here also. Especially if you're by yourself. You go by, for the most part, not always. People here know me, so it's not too bad with me. But you go somewhere that they don't know you, and they'll charge you extra. They'll charge you more than they would a Filipino. Or if a Filipino's with you, if my wife's with me or something, I pay normal price. If she's not with me, I get skin tax, extra 50, 100 pesos, whatever it might be. That's my skin tax because they think I have money. Anybody with white skin, they think you have money. They think you can afford it. It's no big deal. They'll make a few extra pesos out of you. But not if you're with another Filipino. So, another negative. You pay the skin tax here. They don't have any rules like discrimination here. They don't have any of that kind of stuff here. And they do what they want. Basically, they do what they want. They charge you what they want. Most things, you go to sorry stores, even some big stores, there's no price tags on things. There isn't. There's no price tags. You're constantly asking, how much is this? How much is this? Makano. How much? Because they can make the price whatever they want. So they don't put an advertised price on it. Big grocery stores, they have price tags right on, like our grocery stores in the U.S., right on the shelf or right on the box or can. They'll have a sticker, but a lot of places do not have any prices. You have to ask constantly, how much is this? How much is this? And everything, every kind of vegetable or meat or anything like that sold by the kilo. Everything is sold by the kilo. It's not prepackaged unless you go to a big grocery store, a big town. They'll have prepackaged stuff with a price tag on it. But anything you buy around here, it's all sold by the kilo. Vegetables, fruits, meats, everything per kilo. Bananas, whatever. So it's really crazy because they can tell you 10 cents more a kilo, 10 pesos more a kilo, 20 pesos more a kilo. If you just walk up and that's what they want to charge you, that's what they'll charge you. But most places are pretty nice about it, pretty good about it. If they've seen you out and about before, if you bought from them before, if you're a good customer, they'll be fair to you. But if it's the first time you've been there, or they don't know who you are, or they think you're just in town for the day and you're traveling through, they'll get what they can from you. They'll get whatever price they want. And if you don't want to pay it, that's fine. Don't go somewhere else. But that's the deal here in the Philippines, people. And like I said, I'll do another video on positive things. This video is getting a little long. It's probably one of my longest ones. But I try to get you the truth. Try to get you the heads up if you're coming here on vacation or something like that. Just beware. But people that live here have been here a long time. They know all the stuff that I'm saying. And if I miss something, folks that live here, expats that live here, and I missed something, leave me a comment. Let me know what I missed. All right? I tried to get everything in a reasonable amount of time. So if you only watch me once in a while, folks, hit that subscribe button anyway. It'll be a big help to me. All right? I haven't been monetized yet, but hopefully I'm getting a lot of views, so hopefully soon. All right? Keep watching. Like and subscribe. It's free. God bless everyone. Santa Claus, over and out.